What is up, geeks? So I'm back with another lightsaber training video. This is episode 3. I know there's been a large gap in between episode 2 and episode 3, but finally we got another one, and this time it is saber staff techniques, or also known as double bladed lightsaber techniques. So some of these techniques are kind of on the higher level scale, so if you weren't able to do the first 2 videos, you might have a little bit more difficulty with this one, but who knows? I mean, this is 2 blades instead of 1, so maybe this will be more of your forte if the first 2 were too hard for you. But let's try it, and I'll try to go slow. And I also have my GoPro like I did last time, just to give you guys a first-person point of view as well. So let's start with a basic front spin. So this is gonna be, let me turn on the GoPro. Alright, so first I'll demonstrate what it is. Basically what I'm doing is just spinning the saber in front of me. So I'm going to go over a few techniques today, and this is the first one. So if I do it slow, what I'm doing is, you can either go clockwise, counterclockwise, whatever is easier for you. I like to practice both, just so I'm, skilled at doing each one. But basically what I'm doing is this. So with whatever hand that's more dominant for you, you're gonna spin it to the back, going towards the outside, okay? And then you're gonna meet with your thumbs like this while the saber is pointing up. So after that, you're gonna keep going in that same direction. This time, you're gonna meet with the thumb to the pinky of this hand. So sorry if it's a little bit complicated, but let's go back. So we're going this way, meet with your thumbs, then keep going, and now you're gonna have one thumb and then the other pinky. It's a little bit harder if you think about it. If you just go for it, it's probably a little bit easier. But again, the thumbs, then you're gonna reach the pinky with the thumb, and then you're gonna just basically do the same thing over and over again. And this saber technique is kind of a basic one, because this one goes into a more difficult spin. It goes around your body. But this is just a front saber spin, and that's all it basically is. So again, just go towards one direction. So this spin leads into a more complex spin, and this complex spin is going to go around the body. So I'll just demonstrate it first. Okay, so basically what I'm doing, you can see, I'm doing that same spin, but now it's over my head. The difference is, I'm not just going to keep doing this, although it looks cool. I'm gonna basically do the same thing. So you know how we were going like this? Now the difference is, I'm going to go like that while I'm turning it around my body. Okay, so going around my body. The one difference now is you're gonna spin to the opposite end. So we're going like this, but now it's kind of similar to the infinity spin, how we're spinning it towards the back. We're going in the opposite direction now. So I'm going like this and basically doing the same spin that we were practicing behind my back. So it's a little complicated, but we start here, spin towards one direction, then you're going to spin to the opposite direction, and over here it's going to be your pinky on that right hand with the thumb of the other hand, and now you're moving in that direction, bringing it towards your head, and then spinning out. So basically what you're doing on top of your head is the same thing that you did behind your back. So if you take it slower, I'm going like this, one direction, then the opposite direction. Meet your thumb and your pinkies together, spin out. Now you're gonna go above your head, and when you reach your head, you're gonna reach your thumbs together. See that? Your thumbs, then spin out and keep on doing it. So when you reach your head, thumbs together. When you reach your back, pinky and thumb. And just keep going back and forth. So as far as directions, it might be a little complicated, but so let's say if you're looking at the saber like first person view, it's spinning clockwise right now. Then when it goes behind my back, it's still spinning clockwise, but it's behind me. Then when it goes here, it's going to be spinning actually you're spinning counterclockwise, but it's above your head. So I know it's pretty complicated. The saber technique is a little bit on the more difficult end, but you keep trying to slow it down, practice it, you might be able to get it. A little bit more of a simpler saber staff technique might be this front spin, so I'll go over that one and hopefully you'll be able to get this one down. But basically what this is, you're doing a normal spin in front of you like you would without the other end of the saber. So let's pretend that this doesn't exist. We're just doing one end, right? So just the typical spin in front of yourself. The only difference is now if I have the other end, I'm going like this. Now you could just do this, add your other hand in it, and you'll look like this. The thing is, it doesn't look as cool. So what I'm gonna do, alright, if I'm looking this way, when I reach one side, like over here, I'm gonna meet my thumbs together. So again, you know, a lot of these saber techniques, you're either meeting with your thumbs, that's what I mean, like your thumbs are meeting right here, or it's gonna be your thumb and the other pinky. So it's either like that with your thumbs, or the opposite with your pinky. Anyway, so when I reach here, my thumbs are together. And I'm basically going to do the same thing with the opposite hand. Go over this side, thumbs together. This side, thumbs together. And I'm going to go back and forth, back and forth. And that's just how it is. This is a little bit more of a simple technique, and there's variations to it. Because you can go like this, or you can go opposite. So instead of going front or going down towards the ground, you know, swinging down to the ground, I could be swinging up, doing upswings, and doing this, basically the same thing but opposite. And over here it's a little bit easier because like I'm not really switching my hands around. You can basically pretend you have one end of the saber when you really have two, and it makes it look more interesting. But let's say we don't have that other end. Let's say we just have a single blade. Looks like this. Yeah, the other blade, I'm not doing anything different. It's the same thing. So for most saber techniques with the double-bladed saber, you can get away with just doing single blade techniques. It's just you have to be mindful of the other end of the blade. But anyway guys, I hope that helped. I know it's a lot more complicated than the other two videos, and I know some people had some had some trouble with the first one with the infinity spin, but you know, it takes a lot of practice. As nice as these moves look, they're not easy, I will say that. So just continue trying your best, and you guys should definitely get it, you know, with a lot of practice. I wasn't an expert when I first started picking up the lightsaber. It took me some time, so especially also because I have some martial arts background, so it takes a lot of years, but I know you guys can do it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please stay tuned for more lightsaber training videos. Give me suggestions on what kind of moves or what kind of sabers you'd like to see. I've done a cross guard saber techniques for my episode 2 video. I now did the double bladed saber techniques, and there's a lot more techniques to go with both kinds of sabers, and of course the traditional single bladed saber. So stay tuned for more, guys. Thank you for watching. Until next time, embrace, express, and enjoy yourself. May the force be with you always, my young Padawan.